they're trying to portray me as being desperate. As you see me like this, I'm a baddie. I'm a baddie. I don't struggle to get men's attention. I have men in my hand like this. So that agenda of Tolani Baj being desperate did it. Because I know who I am. I'm a baddie. Okay? Thank you.
Imagine when you are invited for an event where there are lots of superstars like Bbnaija superstars, and then you're asking who is this, and then you now get to Tolani Baj. You see Tolani Baj and you now ask who is she, and then you now describe her like, oh, that was the girl that got evicted because she came to the house to go and chase man in 2 seasons. The first season she chased man, second season she chased man. Guys, that's what comes to my head anytime I just think of how Tolani Baj got evicted. Welcome to Big Brother Conversation. So you are happy, me I'm happy. It's not that I'm excited that okay she left or something, but you see that girl's script, that she brought to the house, it was the most embarrassing script, and I was like, God, let this girl go, because the more she stays, the more she's killing her brand. Hey, I don't forget to introduce myself. My name is Karina Yudiwe, aka Karina U, and this Tolani Baj eviction is just making me feel some type of way. I'm happy, let me not lie. Let me not pretend. I'm actually happy because that girl was embarrassing her family members. And do you know the crazy thing? When Tolani Baj came for her season lockdown, because she was in the lockdown season, that was 2020, her energy was not that, she was not that vibrant. I felt like, okay, probably it's the house. Then when she now came out of the house, we now started seeing more energy. I enjoy Tolani Baj TikTok videos, I enjoy her Instagram videos, I also watch her YouTube content. It's quite entertaining. So when I saw her coming for All Stars, in my head I was like, thank God, at least Tolani Baj is now rebranded and she's going to give us content. Only for this babe to come to the house and be chasing man, and she'll be saying boundaries. I'm like, how do you want to be remembered for? Like, on a more serious note, let me just ask you this: how do you want to be remembered for when you leave a particular place? That's actually why I'm just talking about Tolani Baj eviction. How do you want to be remembered? Because it's always good that when you go to somewhere, you give a good representation of yourself, so that when you come out, people will remember you for that good representation that you displayed there. Now, everything that people will be remembering about Tolani Baj is how she was chasing man in 2 seasons. I was like, if this is Tolani Baj script, jig. See, my advice to anybody, anywhere you go to, try to make a good representation of yourself. Don't all because of 120 million get. Even the new was not even sending in the house. So at the end of the day, I just pray she's able to bounce back. I feel like if she comes out of the house, she needs to sit down with a therapist, because the way Nigerians are lashing this babe online, it's crazy. Anyway, Tolani Baj is out. Another eviction that the eviction that shocked me was fraud eviction, and it got me asking so many questions. Like, we wanted Sheyi to be out because Sheyi is another person that is also embarrassing his family members, but then I did not like the fact that those new house guests came and whispered things to his ear. Now Sheyi has changed his script. Now it now makes me to wonder what is really going on behind the scenes of this Big Brother. Like, I'm so inquisitive to know what is really going on. Like, all of a sudden, fraud that never came out on bottom 3 came out bottom 2. Like, I'm just wondering what is really happening. Well, if there'll be an eviction next week, we just shall know that Shay is going home. But then I feel like those house guests coming to the house to whisper things, they are now making the game look kind of suspicious. I don't know about you guys. What do you people think? Does it make any sense that they told him things? They made Shay to be a little bit calm. He's not very conscious. It's not, for me, Shay is not living his reality again, because everything is now looking somehow, and it's not making any sense. But then you see, one thing about this eviction, you see, fraud will get plenty money. Fraud is not poor. According to Shay, he makes millions of naira in a week. I'm just wondering, is it that people are not voting? Because I said it in my very first episode of Big Brother Conversations, that people will not vote because they feel that these guys are all stars. Do you understand? I feel like the people that are getting so much of attention are the underdogs, and the underdogs are those housemates that nobody saw them coming, like the likes of Bbnaija, Doyin, Adekunle, those level up housemates that even me, when they came in, I was like, what is Bbnaija and Doyin doing here? Because now these people are topping. That's why in life you shouldn't look down on people. You should just acknowledge them in any situation or circumstance you see them. Because who would have thought Kidwire left, fraud left, these guys are not broke? I'm sure they must have chipped in some amount of money to some people for them to help them to vote. Did those people vote, or they didn't do that, or they felt like fans would love them and vote them? Well, I hope you guys are learning from this. So let's talk about the whole week. I said I will still talk about how this past week went, and it was a very peaceful week, a very, very peaceful week. I think Big Brother actually saw that the show was getting very toxic, because it was really getting toxic, especially after that Ike drama that he did with Bbnaija. So they brought in a therapist, and it's actually good that they all had to speak to a therapist, and everybody was just forgiving each other. I like the fact that Sisi and Alex are good. Perry apologized, Ike apologized, everybody was just cool, the shippers were just shipping, and then that Adekunle and Venita ship, am I the only one that feels like that ship might not sail? I don't want to say anything because I don't want the shippers to come and attack me, because I don't know, Suma and Angel, cool, they could actually sail, I don't know. But Adekunle and Venita, the aspect of age, because I know most of us are looking at Adekunle and Venita's ship based on their age, because Adekunle is way younger and Venita is older and she already has 2 kids. So what do you guys think about that ship? It was a very peaceful week. The only person that's kind of embarrassed herself in a way was Tolani Baj. Yeah, Tolani Baj again, and thank God she has left. She fought Bbnaija based on respect boundaries. Well, I think the good thing is that they kind of reconciled. That's a good thing. Then Doyin and Bbnaija, how do you manage your friends? Like, because I feel like Doyin takes friendship very personal. Me, I'm not too much of a friendly person, but I always try to keep in touch with my guys, like people that come through for me, people that encourage me, people that support me. I don't really trust people that much. I'm not too accommodating. I know people I accommodate, like my day ones, I accommodate them a lot. But then Doyin and Bbnaija's friendship,
Visit www.gstarways.ng to be inspired and be informed.